Okay, so shall we start?
Yes.
A very delightful evening to one and all present here. Welcome to a special edition of Corporate Gupshup. I am Ojaswini Soni, your host, and I'm thrilled to bring you a session filled with insights from professionals who are shaping the future of a vital industry. Today, we are focusing on the powerhouse of the Indian commercial vehicles, Ashok Leyland, a company that stands as the second largest manufacturer in its sector, driving. Wait. So sorry. Today, we are focusing on the powerhouse of the Indian commercial vehicles, Ashok Leyland, a company that stands as the second largest manufacturer in its sector, driving progress and connecting communities across India. We have distinct honor of welcoming four exceptional alumni who have carved a successful career at Ashok Leyland. Firstly, we have Miss Astha Bhargav. Ma'am, please turn on your camera and give us a brief introduction about yourself.
Well, hello everyone. Good evening. Myself Astha Bhargav. Currently, I'm pursuing my career from electrical engineering, and I belong to 2025 batch, and my branch is electrical.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Secondly, we have Mr. Shubhroshankar. Sir, please provide your short introduction.
Hello everyone, good evening. I am Shubhroshankar Mittra from Mechanical Branch, lnct 2025 batch and currently placed in Ashok Leyland.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Coming upon to third, we have Mr. Aman Kumar Tiwari. Sir, please provide a quick introduction. Your mic is not.
Sorry.
Yes.
Hello everyone. My name is Aman Kumar Tiwari. I am from 2023 batch pass out. I am from electrical background, electrical electronics. It is somewhat 2 years, 1.5 years in Ashok Leyland for me now. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Last but not the least, we have Miss Anushka Agarwal. Ma'am, please offer us a brief insight about you. Uh, where is Anushka, ma'am? Okay, no problem. Joining me as a co-host, we have Aditya Kumar Rai.
So, good evening, everyone. Ashok Leyland, when strength meets reliability, mile after mile. This isn't just about vehicles, it's about future of India's connectivity. To reflect that vision, the Lakshmi Narayan College of Technology, Training and Placement Department, Corporate Club, brings you this session which also champions social responsibility by partnering with or supporting a dedicated NGO. With this, let's start our session. First, I would like to hear it from Aman Kumar sir. Could you describe your systematic approach to preparing for technical interviews and particularly for company like Ashok Leyland?
In technical interviews, like companies in Ashok Leyland is a core company. If you think about it, for mechanical and electrical students. So they won't ask you out of the box questions like not gate level questions or something. If you prepare your college exams properly, that will work. You should just know different subjects of your courses. Like they will only ask little bit technical questions. Secondly, you should be thorough of your projects. Whatever projects you have done, you should know from scratch what they are, why you have to make that project. Not exactly that you made something. The thing is why you chose that. What is the need of that thing? These kind of things. So in interviews, majorly they will focus on your projects.
Yes, sir. Means project is very important for cracking placement in Ashok Leyland. Shubhya, would you like to add on to it?
See, Aman Bhaiya is right, projects are important. And also Ashok Leyland never asks you out of the box questions. They always ask you about your core subjects, what you have studied, and if you know the basics of those subjects, then it's good for you for the interview. And your projects are the main. If you have written in your resume a good project, then they'll ask everything from your project, everything. And from that project also they'll connect your core subjects, and they'll ask from them. So yes, you have to have a good project written on your in your resume, Also, you should be clear about your subjects. They ask you about aptitude, some questions also in the interview itself. Not like if you have given your technical test there, then they'll not ask your aptitude questions in the interview. They ask you. So yes, these are the things.
So can you please describe what are the steps from starting first technical round and then after interview? Please describe the
See,
process.
at first they'll take a technical round. Like in that, you have to complete 100 questions in 60 minutes, and you have to be very quick. They ask numerical questions also, which we have studied in the college level exams. So they ask you numerical questions. They ask you aptitude, the aptitude questions, different types of questions they can ask, and you have to complete those questions in 60 minutes. So first, after that technical test is done, then second, the gamification round is also there, and it is on an AI based platform. There you are there they test your IQ level, that how much you know, how quick you are in thinking and whatnot. So gamification round is there, and after that one AI interview round is also there, in which you have to speak up on a topic given there then and there itself for 1 minute, and you have to capture a video and then you have to upload it in the on the platform. And after that you have to prepare yourself for the interview, technical interview. These are the main processes.
Thank you, Via. I would like to hear it from Astha ma'am. How we can give a better approach, or what is the approach to deal with the situations in the interview?
See, interview is basically made to let you. The company just want to know yourself, and the better approach would be you should be confident enough to speak to the interviewer. You should not be hesitating that moment, because the confidence will be seen on your face and by your moves what you make at that particular moment of time. With the confidence, the key approach would be clear and cut answers to the question which the interviewer is asking you. Then you should have the basic core knowledge about your branch, and it can stand from very basic to advanced level. And as Aman sir mentioned about college level exams, yeah, Ashok Leyland asks questions which are from college level basics only. You should be fluent enough. It's not necessary that you should have a clear cut approach like you should be so fluent, but yeah, at the same moment you should be that fluent that you are easily accessible to the interviewer. These are some of the methods which you should keep in mind while being present in front of the interviewer.
Okay, that's nice of you. Coming up on the next question, I would like to hear it from Anushka ma'am. What specific resources, study techniques, and practice methods did you employ to crack the interview?
Okay, Aditya. So, firstly, whenever you are whenever you are facing an interview, so the technical part, okay, so technical part will be complete from your basic RGPB notes or एग्जाम्स उसमें कुछ भी एक्स्ट्रा पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. सेकेंड थिंग, जो एप्टी रीजनिंग है, बहुत सारी वेबसाइट्स हैं जैसे कि इंडिया विक्स हो गई और बहुत सारी ऐसी जहाँ पे तुम प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो. जो तुम्हारा 60 मिनट्स का जो राउंड होता है, टेक्निकल राउंड होता है, उसमें तुम्हारे जो 100 क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं अप्रोक्सीमेटली, तो 50 क्वेश्चंस तुम्हारे टेक्निकल होते हैं जो तुम्हारी कोर ब्रांच पे रहते हैं, मैकेनिकल, इलेक्ट्रिकल, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, और बाकी के जो 50 रहते हैं वो तुम्हारे एप्टी रीजनिंग का पार्ट होता है. तो यू हैव टू क्लियर दी बोथ पार्ट्स, नॉट वन. लाइक एप्टी रीजनिंग बस नहीं, तुम्हारे दोनों पार्ट्स तुम्हारे क्लियर होने चाहिए. एंड सेकेंड थिंग, कम टू द इंटरव्यू राउंड. इंटरव्यू में जब मैंने अपना इंटरव्यू फेस किया था, तो आई एम नॉट दैट कॉन्फिडेंट टूवर्ड्स द इंग्लिश. सो माई इंटरव्यू सेड दैट कि लैंग्वेज को अपना बैरियर मत बनने दो. सो यू कैन, ऐसा नहीं कि तुम एक ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री में जा रहे हो तो यू हैव टू बी फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश. नो, जस्ट द कम्युनिकेशन मैटर. इट डजंट मैटर द लैंग्वेज. सो हिंदी और मे बी इंग्लिश, सो इट कैन बी बोथ, नथिंग मैटर. बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे रह जाते हैं जो बोलते कि नहीं मैम, मैंने ऐसे बहुत सारे को इंटरव्यू लिया हुआ है अभी फिलहाल में, तो बोलते कि नहीं मैम मेरे को इंग्लिश नहीं आती, आई एम नॉट दैट फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश, सो मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, क्या मेरा नहीं होगा. तो मैं बस उनको बोलना चाहूंगी कि इंग्लिश हिंदी दोनों, ऐसा भी नहीं तुम पूरा इंटरव्यू हिंदी में दे रहे हो, यू हैव टू बी फ्लुएंट इन बोथ लैंग्वेज, बट इंग्लिश इंग्लिश में वर्क। सो एंड लेट्स कम टू दी टॉपिक जो तुमने पूछा था कि कौन कौन सी वेबसाइट से कहाँ से पढ़ना चाहिए। तो फर्स्ट,
Yes.
तुम्हें एक्स्ट्रा टेक्निकल कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है। आरजीपीबी और जो तुम्हारे क्लासिक जो कॉलेज वाले सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं प्रिटी इनफ है तुम्हारे लिए, कुछ भी एक्स्ट्रा पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं, बस उनको केयरफुली पढ़ो, बेसिक स्ट्रॉन्ग रखो उन टेक्निकल वालों के। फिर एप्टी रीजनिंग, इंडिया बिक्स है, और जो यूट्यूब पे अड्डा 24/7 इनकी कुछ कुछ वीडियोस हैं, इनसे देख लो, बहुत बहुत अच्छे से हो जाएगा।
Means language barrier is not a big issue. We need to focus then what we are delivering, and it's clear to the audience or the interview.
यस यस।
Coming up on the next, thank you. Coming up on the next, I would like to hear it from Aman sir. In the context of automotive engineering, where data analysis and optimization are crucial, how do you see the practical application of data structures and algorithms?
Specifically in our company, like I am in advanced engineering, so we are working on different kind of software related to ADAS. ADAS, automotive vehicle, um, in which machine learning will help or instruct driver to work with the vehicle. Means driverless
Means a
vehicle
kind
kind
of
of
software there where
situation.
machine learning is
So,
integrated.
yes. So in these things, algorithms and automations, these play a role, but means you should know some basics about these things if you are planning to go in these kind of departments like uh, ADAS, software departments, calibrations, and data analysis department. In our vehicles, there are many issues. So for that, specifically data analysis departments are there, which will only study each and every vehicle's data daily. So you can't study manually. You have to create algorithms that will give you any peak. Peaks means faults in some vehicle. Then you can study specifically that vehicles. So in these kind of things, these things are needed in our company specifically. Our company is not that IT company, so it won't need algorithm any other place at any other place.
Means for cracking Ashok Leyland, we need to have the core concept knowledge as well as some basic concepts about data structures. Okay, that's great. Coming up on the next, I would like to hear it from Astha ma'am. Ma'am, please reflect on your journey. Can you pinpoint the specific moment or experiences or any individuals that ignited your passion for the automotive industry for joining Ashok Leyland?
Okay. So starting from the basic, I was interested in core and its subject. I was so eager to just opt for something that can enhance my knowledge in core. And for that, I found a great opportunity as Ashok Leyland because as I know it's an automobile industry, I'll get more and more knowledge about all the machine learning and all other things. In electrical, we usually have a subject known as electrical machines where we study about transformers, DC machines, synchronous machine, and all those things. So, taking that particular opinion to practical, I think that Ashok Leland is a great opportunity where I can just learn about those kind of machines more importantly. Plus, I will have a great experience about how those things work, how a permanent magnet coil motor works, and how all other parts of the machine works out. So I think that tracking my core knowledge to that particular point, I feel like this is the greatest opportunity that I can get.
Okay, that's so nice of you, ma'am. Shubh sir, would you like to add on to it? What are the specific moments that help you to be the part of Ashok Leyland?
Like, see, Ashok Leyland being an automobile company, and to be frank, we are boys, so we are always attracted towards automobiles. So I chose mechanical only because of having an interest in automobile. So that was a dream for me also to get placed in Ashok Leyland, and also like studying mechanical engineering, there are many subjects, IC engine and automobile engineering. These subjects always had an interest in me, Like whenever I used to study these subjects, always we are fascinated about what will happen next, what the next topic will be, how we were always interested towards going to the labs and performing those experiments. And also I was from a club where we had made a vehicle, so we are always towards those basic engines design and transmission and all those things, so we are always interested to these things. So yes, it created a spark in me also, as being an automobile lover, so it was always good for me.
So it's
That was
always
the
about a fascination that automobiles are
yes.
very much fascinated among boys, especially. So
Yes.
that's good for you.
Yes.
Aman, sir, would you like to add on to it? What fascinates you to for joining the company?
For me, vehicles were at a place, but for me it was electrical vehicles. We had some projects on EVs, go-karting and these kind of things, electrical go-karting. So Ashok Leyland was in India, especially in India, there are only three, four companies which are working on electrical vehicles. Now, two-wheeler and three-wheeler have a somewhat less complicated systems, but if you talk about CVs, for electrical vehicle, it is highly complicated. So in Ashok Leyland, they are starting some projects. Only 1.5 years they have started these projects. So we have great opportunities for learning about e-vehicles, especially. So that would be a thing. Could be a thing.
E-learning, e-vehicle, and more about electronics. They are focusing. The company are much focusing on electronics nowadays, so that we can integrate
Ashok
it
Leyland
into our
especially is
cars.
focusing on alternate fuels, e-vehicles, hydrogen fuel cell, and hydrogen IC engine.
Hmm. That's good, sir. Beyond Aman sir, I would like to hear it from you only. Beyond the core curriculum, how did your college experience, including extracurricular activities, research projects, and interactions with faculty, shape you understanding of the automotive industry? Means, what are the practical implementation that you have learned in colleges? Would you like to please share it on?
We were Corona batch, so we didn't had our second year and third year properly. But my major learnings were from projects. So first year we did e-vehicles, e-go-kart. So our team member, our college faculty, Prakhar sir was there. He supported us well. Then secondly, in fourth year, we did a drone project. So in that, so drone was somewhat where I learned all the electronic stuffs, controllers, these kind of things, flight controllers. And e-vehicle was the place where I learned motor, battery, BMS, these kind of things. So that was the thing which is helping me in my profession at present. So if you go with a project and then learn around it, it will be much more easier, interesting, and these kind of things. You shouldn't follow a curriculum, but if you work on that, it will be better.
That's good, sir. Astha ma'am, there is a question coming from the live. Is there any coding round for Ashok Leyland company?
No, there isn't any coding round. As Shubhro has already mentioned about different rounds which are there in Ashok Leyland, I'd like to plot that again. The first round is aptitude plus your core basic knowledge round. Then we have gamification round. Then after gamification, we have AI panel interview. Then we have technical and HR round. There is no coding round.
Okay, that's good. Uh, Coming up on the next, we have our next question for Anushka ma'am. In your perspective, what are the most transformative trends and emerging technologies currently reshaping the automotive landscape? What are the
Okay.
trending technologies and core subjects?
Firstly, as the Aman sir mentioned, automobiles or in automobile industry, electrical vehicle and the driverless vehicle are more coming in the industry right now. So for this and for this machine learning and data structure kind of subject will be more helpful for this. And yeah, e-vehicles are more preferred than the normal vehicles. So for this, machine learning will be preferred, and machine learning should be known by every person and every employees in Ashok Leyland, because the Ashok Leyland automobile company it is not only work on the hardware, it is also work the software also, right? As in my interview when I am interviewing, so my interviewers told me that the I'm just asking him that the software department in Ashok Leyland. So they told me that the machine learning and the data structure part and the portfolio part is there for the employees who are interested in software. So the software part, like the driverless car and the algorithms which is used to make the driverless car and the e-vehicles and many more vehicles. So this is the now trending in automobile industry right now.
I would like to hear it from Shubh sir. That is, our TNP organizing various mock interviews, TNP classes, communication classes. So how are they beneficial for cracking these kinds of interview in a big company?
Mock interviews and classes are beneficial because TNP conducts aptitude tests. So aptitude is important for cracking the technical round, the first round. If you don't clear the aptitude, those 50 questions you cannot solve, and if you cannot solve those 50 questions without after solving 50 technical questions also, it may be like you cannot clear the round. So aptitude is important. That, and also we are from the core branch, so in our studies and in our subjects also aptitude is there. So we don't have to study it as much as means we have studied aptitude from class 12th and in the college from the first year itself. So we don't have to give time too much in aptitude, but yes, you have to have a touch of it, and also you have to practice it, and that you can do by joining the classes from the TNP department. So aptitude is there, and also the mock interviews are important because that those mock interviews help you to practice yourself in front of the interviewer. Like if you want to ask something that in what you have to improve, and also if you have a stage fear or any fear in like how to speak in front of the interviewee or what you have to say, so mock interviews help in that. So these are important to join. That will
Okay.
help you.
Thank you, sir. Next, Ojaswini, please ask questions.
Okay. So my question is for Aman sir. Sir, could you describe the unique aspects of Ashok Leyland's company culture and the core values that underpin its operation?
Especially in Ashok Leyland, one thing is every employee of Ashok Leyland will say that in Ashok Leyland we have freedom to work. Means like I want to invest my time somewhere. That is that may be productive, may not be productive, but they will allow us to invest our time there. They will allow our new ideas. We can explore our ideas there. If you do some mistake, if you are repeating your mistakes, then they can say something. But if you did some mistake, they won't scold you because you are working towards something. So in Ashok Leyland especially, it is good that you can work on your way. Like it is not a US based company that you have a pattern, you have to work like that. You can explore, you can invest your time in new activities, new things. There are specifically people who will only learn new things and create that in-house. Means we are buying some controller. There are specifically teams who will study that controllers and make that controller in our company itself.
Okay.
So it is great way to grow.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Coming up on to next question. Automotive engineering involves a strong foundation in core subjects like thermodynamics, mechanics, and material science. So, how do you ensure you maintain a strong understanding of these principles? Can we hear it from Anushka, ma'am?
Sure. The subjects which is covered by the arts teacher itself, and at the time of the placements this time, so TNP conduct some classes. TNP conduct the classes from the second year ending, and the classes will run until the we got placed in that particular company or the or relatable company. So they covered all the subjects which were asked in the technical round and the interview, they also improved your resume. They tell us that the what should be mentioned or what should be not mentioned, what skills you have to learn, or what part of your resume should be highlighted or not, what kind of project you should make. So these all the parameters and all the subjects will covered by the TNP and the subjects which you are asking. So core subjects will also covered by the TNP by their extra classes.
So, did you mention some core subjects in your resume?
Yes, I mentioned some core subjects, like I'm from electronics and communication. So I mentioned the electronic devices and the digital system and the system engineering. So some these subjects I mentioned in my resume.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Shubhrosa, would you like to add something to it?
Yes, core subjects you have to study, and how you can have a thorough knowledge about it is like you have to attend your classes. Because if you attend your classes thoroughly and you understand, you practice also, because our faculty also gives some questions and to solve it from your home, and like it's called homework. So if you do those things, it's a lot easier for you to study for the exams before and for the interviews also. You don't have to give extra time towards those the interview and for the exams. So you can attend classes, have to attend classes, and also you have to solve many questions as you can. And you also have to show some interest towards the subject. If you are just doing and just solving, like I have to give the exam, that's why I'm studying, then it will not happen. If you have joined the particular branch, and you want to get placed in an automobile company, you have to have thorough knowledge about everything. And you can buy some short books also, like those books have all the subjects from your first year to the fourth year. So all those subject short notes in that book, you from that you can study or revise before the interviews, all the subjects that you have studied from the second year, from first year. So these are the strategies you can use to get in for the interview.
Okay. Sir, you mentioned that you were fascinated towards the automobile industry. So, could you describe your project that helped you crack this interview?
See, I was from SAE club, as it was, and so in SAE club, what you need to do is you have to make a vehicle, and you are a team of 25 to 30 members. So those 25 to 30 members are divided in five different branches. Those are the suspension, steering, transmission, brake, and design. So I was from the suspension department. So in those whole 25 members or the 30 members have to design collectively. Means every branch, every department has to design their own field, or they have to calculate about that what is the weight of the vehicle, and what you have to, means you have to join all your subjects, core subjects, with that vehicle. So that helps a lot. So the vehicle is made by those 25 members, we the 25 members. And during the manufacturing of that vehicle in our own college, own campus, it helps a lot to gain practical experience about the subjects which we have studied in the class. Like in core subjects, it's not like you are studying and giving the exam, that means you know everything. It's main about the practical experience, how much practical experience you have. Whatever you have done in real life conditions, those matter more than your marks in core subjects. If you have great knowledge about those subjects, great knowledge about practical experience, then you can crack interviews more than if you have means theoretical knowledge, because they don't ask you theory there in the interviews. They ask you about practical experience. They asked me about the project, that what you have done. And once I told that this was my project, they never asked me about anything about from the core subject. They asked everything from the project, but those were connected towards with the subject. But that was like just connected. They didn't ask me any laws or any principles or how to solve this numerical. They didn't ask me anything. They all asked about my project only. So
Uh,
projects play a major role.
it means that
That means it's us that drives the interview. We need
Uh,
to make them believe that we are strong on that particular point. So they will
Yes.
ask from that point only.
And whatever project you have done, you have to have a thorough knowledge about everything what you have done and what you have written in your resume. It's not like you are just the part of that team, so I'm writing that project in my resume but I don't know anything about that. So they will not, this will not help.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Coming upon to next question, this is for Astha ma'am. Ma'am, in your opinion, what is the ideal blend of technical proficiency, interpersonal skill, and strategic thinking required to thrive in the contemporary automotive industry?
See, according to me, the first and the most important thing is foundation is very important. If you are going into an automobile industry, you should have a great knowledge about basics of all that involves into it, and with that, you should be more and more into the particular aspects from machine to EVs and all those things. You should be up to date about the subjects and about the revolution that's going on into the particular industry. You should be more informative about how you can bring a change. You should have a clear mindset and a good vision, what you with what vision you are going into the company and what values you can add out there. And as we all know that the interviewers ask basic questions more than to the tough questions, because they also want that the foundation of the student should be clear, that he or she would be able to expel it out in the further growing years. Like we all know that the basic electrical starts from the basic electrical engineering. That's a subject in our first and second year which we study, and from that only the basics are built, and more we are just into that. So that's very important, and you should have a clear vision about the company, like what values you can add out, and you should have a good skills about communication, confidence, and all those things. You should have a great team leadership quality. Like you can just, if you are appointed for something, you can just take all your group members together and can perform the particular task well. So these are some values which you should have.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Coming up on to next question, this is for Aman, sir. Um, Sir, Ashok Leyland's position indicates a strong understanding of the Indian commercial vehicle market. So, in your view, what are the most significant challenges and opportunities facing the company in maintaining the growing market trend?
Ashok Leyland majorly focuses on heavy load means a vehicle is of 18 tonner. So they will make the vehicle robust so that the vehicle can carry 40 tonner. Means customers are carrying 40 tonner, so they will make the vehicle so that it can carry that much. So in this process, our vehicle is little bit costlier than our competitors. So
Okay.
that plays a role where somewhat we are uh, competing with our competitors. Secondly, our company is majorly south based. So in north regions, we don't have a market share and it is very difficult to grow there because we don't have that network. It is all about image. Like in South India, they have an image that Ashok Leyland is better than any other vehicle. But in North India, it is for Tata, Mahindra, these kind of vehicles. And Ashok Leyland is only in CVs. They don't go under 1 tonner vehicle. Our minimum vehicle is 2 tonner. 2 tonner is that small dosed vehicle. So we are trying to come under this sub 2 tonners vehicles and under 1 tonner vehicle, pickup trucks, these kind of things. So it is difficult to start that thing with already established competitors like Mahindra. You know Bolero, na? Bolero is a market winner, so it is very difficult to challenge it. These kind of things.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Coming upon to next question, it is common for all. What is that one thing you miss about your college? Starting with Anushka, ma'am.
My college journey was pretty good, and still it is going very good. And obviously, I will miss my classes and the lectures, obviously. But the best part is my NCC journey.
Okay.
Actually, it is a best, and we live a literally very different life there. My seniors was very good towards us, and they literally taught us the discipline and we should maintain in our college and in our class also. And come to the come back to the classes and other things. So obviously the fest classes, everything it is best are about my college life. So yeah, classes will be the most memorable for me, as we taught from our teachers. They literally taught in a very different way. Different teacher taught us in a different way. So some teachers are very funny kind of. So they literally taught us in very well, and some teachers are obviously some little strict. So yeah, that's. But literally, I will miss my college life.
Ma'am, as you mentioned that you have done NCC, so how do you able to manage time between the NCC classes and the core your subject classes? How we
See,
can manage time?
our NCC majorly taught us the managing the time and managing the discipline at the same time. The In our college, the NCC will start from the second year, and just because we were comfortable in first year in our college subjects in our college life. So our NCC will start from the second year, and the classes will conduct from 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning. So, and our generally college will start from the 10:30 our college classes. So we will we easily manage our NCC classes time, and if NCC classes are held into the college timing, so our teacher will generally give permission for us to go, and they generally give the attendance and the syllabus which they covered on that day, so they generally helps us in that also.
Okay. There is one question coming from the live. Astha ma'am, would you like to answer? There's that is internship important for Ashok Leyland, or they ask for about internship?
See, as I was there in the interview panel, to me, they have never mentioned about any internships or anything like that. But if you are doing an internship or you are interested in building more and more knowledge, you should opt for core internships like BHEL and all those companies which are core oriented, so that there you can have a great experience about the things and you can practically see the machines and the things that are there and you can apply your core knowledge to that particular field. So if you are opting to do some internships, it's well and good, but yeah, it's not compulsory at any cost.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Shubhro sir, would you like to add on to it? Is an internship important for cracking
Uh,
Ashok Leyland company?
as Astha said, internships are not that important that without doing internship you cannot get placed in Ashok Leyland. But yes, if you have done internship in core companies and core field, then it's a positive towards you. And they can, like I have also done from BHL, so they didn't ask me about anything that what you have done and what you have learned there. But yes, it adds to a resume and adds that you are having interest towards core and you want to have something in you. So yes, internships are important, but not that you cannot. Means some of my I have asked some of my seniors, but they were asked about internship, that what you have done there. So it depends like what type of internship and where you are doing your internship. So that's also a case.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I would like to ask from Aman sir. Describe the unique aspect of Ashok Leyland company's culture and the core values that underpin its operation. How is the culture of Ashok Leyland? Is they are very lenient or disciplined, or they are lenient?
It depends upon different departments. Like I am in PD, research and development. So there it is somewhat government kind of environment. People are just focused on work. They won't force you. Workload is very light, and if a project is to be released in a week, then little bit workload can increase, but it is not that heavy. But if you talk about marketing, these kind of departments, every month end they will have heavy load. They will work on Saturdays also, Sundays also, although they will get their comp offs. But on month ends, they will have some heavy workloads. And if you talk about strategy things, there the thing is people are of high posts, and you will be not of that post. Like for us, we will join as deputy managers, and you will be reporting to VP, vice president, or senior vice president. So it will be somewhat uncomfortable kind of situation, but if you want to work there, it is a great opportunity.
Also, I would like to hear it that the company share a huge market in vehicle industry. So, what are the challenges and what are the future aspects that they are thinking to work upon it? They are trying to move more on to electrical vehicles, electrical mobiles, and other things.
Uh, Electrical vehicle are a thing that is forced by government. Means all the CV industry companies are working on e-vehicles because it is given by government that till 2026, 2027, we have to release some of the electrical vehicles until 2020, 2030. We have to go, means all vehicles should be electrical. So towards that they are working on. Specifically, Ashok Leyland faced a major drawback when CNG vehicles came because we were a little bit late to give our vehicle. So at that time, we faced major drawback because our competitors already made CNG vehicles, and till the time we made our vehicle, the market was fully filled with other companies. So to not face that thing, we are already working on multiple alternate fuels, as I told, hydrogen fuel cell, hydrogen ICE engine, and e-vehicles. Now, in these vehicles also, like some people can think that in future we are working on electrical vehicles where our knowledge regarding engine and these things will go. So I will tell you, hydrogen fuel cell is not very different from our diesel engines. They will just increase the robustness of that engine, and that will work for hydrogen. Already, some German companies has built that engines, so that is also a good opportunity for mechanical people. And in a vehicle, only motor and battery will be electrical. Every other thing will be mechanical only. So that is a place where you can work.
Means we can say that along with the renewable energy, electrical energy, we are more working on the
Yes,
hydrogen fuels as well. Hydrogen is the fuel of
yes,
future, we say.
yes.
That's good. Ojaswini, please take over the mic.
Okay. Uh, so this is the last question. If you could give your juniors one crucial piece of advice for successful career targeting to secure a position at Ashok Leyland, what would it be? Starting with Astha ma'am.
As I have to give only one advice, I'll give that stick to the basics. That's really very important that you should stick to the basics.
Okay, that sounds really amazing. Aman sir.
I will suggest adaptability. In interviews, they will majorly ask you that you can work in Chennai, you will cope up with shifting your hometown, these kind of things. And I will specifically tell you, if you are shifting to Chennai, people won't speak Hindi here. You
Yes.
won't find anyone speaking Hindi, and lifestyle will change, food will change, everything will change. So they will try to understand that you are ready to work here or not. So if you are ready, then you have to accept that. If you will tell that we have to discuss, I will think, these kind of things put a wrong impression.
Okay, it means practical knowledge speaks louder than the theoretical one. Okay, Anushka ma'am.
Uh, I just want to say your knowledge should not be limited. Your knowledge should be enhanced, and like if you are doing something, that doesn't mean you have to do this only these things, right? uh, if you are learning something, then use it where you can use it. Actually, if you are learning, like if you are learning about a collector or the any devices which you are learning this device about that device particular, so enhance your knowledge about that device, that where it can be used and what is the benefit of that device. So not your knowledge should not be limited. That's the conclusion of this. Your knowledge should be enhanceable and usable and valuable, where it can be used anywhere where you want to add.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Shubhro sir, please add something.
Adding to others, you should be hardworking and you should be
Working,
ready
yes.
to learn everything. Like if you work hard for what you want, you can get it, and also you have to means ready to learn everything which are the problems you face during your success and towards the journey of your success. So you have to learn, ready to learn. You have to work hard. Like what we worked is, during a project we used to stay at nights in the college, manufacture a vehicle, do everything, and the next day in the morning at 9 o'clock we have to reach at college. Like at 6 o'clock, we used to come back home and then again reach college at 9 for our practicals of our exam. So, like that level of hard work you have to do for joining and for being a success.
That
Uh,
means
one
dedication is the key to success.
Dedication is really.
one question coming from the live. Shubhro sir, is there any website for preparing for aptitude?
Uh, there are many websites you can Google it, like aptitude questions for core companies, or in YouTube also you can search one many videos are there which will focus towards like what questions they ask in Ashok Leyland. You should like aptitude, many websites are there, and you can search in Google like MCQ questions also. They'll
Hmm.
provide you the question paper, like you can solve it live on the site also. So
Okay,
you can Google it.
okay. Thank you, sir. Ojaswini, please continue.
Okay, so it is the time to conclude. With this, we have reached the end of a truly enlightening corporate gupshup session with Miss Astha Bhargav, Mr. Shubhroshankar Mittar, Mr. Aman Kumar Tiwari, and Miss Anushka Agarwal, all shining examples of success at Ashok Leyland. We extend our deepest gratitude for your time and the wealth of knowledge you have shared. To our viewers, we hope you have observed the valuable lessons shared today. This session was brought to you by the Training and Placement Department and LNCT Corporate Club. We hope you found it immensely valuable. Stay tuned for the next Corporate Gupshup, where we'll bring you more industry insights and